Thanks, Jana. That's right. So it's Mental Wellness Wednesday. Tracy Alloway is back. It's always great to see you. And this one's really cool because yesterday was National Caring Day. And there's two types of care, caring for others and yourself, which is really important. So I like the science. I always do when you kind of just make us aware of these things. So caring for others, what's something that we could do to make sure that we are in fact doing that the right way?
Yeah, absolutely. Such a great question. And the simplest action that you can do is to hug someone. And we know from the very first moment we're born that our brain releases an important neurotransmitter, a chemical called oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone. And that same hormone is activated when we receive a hug. But not only that, it also has two further benefits. One, it decreases stress. So if you find yourself in a moment of stress, reach out with someone. And second of all, it indicates to the person that they are of value, that they matter, that they are important to you.
Yeah, you know, one of the things that whenever I see these studies on hugs, it always brings me back to a hospital. My mom used to work in the ICU and she would see a lot of bad things. And then what she would do, she would go to like the NICU or the infant area because there are little babies there that need human contact.
Yes.
And you just volunteer and you just sit with the baby on you because they need that type of like stimuli, the warmth, the touch of a human.
Exactly.
So it really is a very powerful thing.
It is, and there's so many studies to show that just 20 seconds makes a difference. But interestingly, if you don't find that you're able to care for someone, hugging a pet shows the same chemical benefits. Even hugging a cushion shows the similar benefits. So the hug itself is a very powerful way and a great way to show someone that you care.
It's cute because still my little kids randomly will just give me a hug for no reason and I like it. And I think like the cutoff is like 9 or 10 and then all love goes out the window, all public display of affection when you're a parent, something like that. Now what about caring for yourself? It's one of those things you have to do that. You got to take time to care for yourself because if you think about it, in order to care for others, you got to be in a good place.
Absolutely, and we hear that a lot. And I think what I wanted to focus on today is this idea that sometimes part of our self-care is impeded because we're so concerned about what other people think of us. We're thinking, did I do too much? Did I do too little? Did I make them happy? And we're so consumed about people-pleasing that it can affect our own self-care. So as a licensed psychologist, oftentimes what I say is twofold. Stop and step back. So this physical gesture communicates to your brain that sometimes it's too much. You just need to tell your brain to stop overthinking that loop that you're playing and step out of that situation. And that physical act of stepping out can help remind your brain, hey, I don't need to constantly be worried or anxious about what are they thinking about me? Am I doing enough? Is it too little? And then having that guilt and shame.
That's interesting. In a way, you now have control. By doing that. So just by stopping, I get that. It's very therapeutic. Now, people want to learn more about you and get in contact with you. How can they do that?
I have a website, tracyalloway.com. I'm on social media, Dr. Tracy Alloway, and I'd love to connect.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We always learn something when you're on. Stick around. More to come right after this.